an amazing Wednesday. As promised, I wanted to come on tonight and talk to all of you guys about the upcoming launch of Ultimate Portion Fix certification if you're a Beachbody coach, the Master Series, which also pertains to my Beachbody coaches, and then the refilming of 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme live and in real time. So tonight we are taking some time. I'm going to go over all of it, explain all of it to you guys, hopefully clear up any questions that you might have. But if you do have questions, you guys can save them till the end. I'll see them in the comments, and I'll try to answer some questions if you have them. Okay, so I know everybody's logging on. I just want to give people just another minute or so since it just hit 6:30. I'm just watching the number go up, so we're going to have a lot of people joining us, and I will start talking about, I will start with Ultimate Portion Fix, the home program. Okay, so let's dive in. Ultimate Portion Fix, the home program. I think the biggest question that I'm asked about the home program is, why Ultimate Portion Fix? Why now? How is it different than the container system with 21 Day Fix, Fix Extreme, or 80 Day Obsession, or any of the other programs that we have put it with, the fitness programs? So I do want to say that Ultimate Portion Fix and the container system has always been paired with a workout program, but it is a standalone program. It can and it does stand on its own. So it doesn't matter what program you're doing or if you're not even exercising at all. It is a great nutritional program. So that being said, 5 years ago when 21 Day Fix was launched, it was a very, very simple plan. It was, you got your little guidebook for 21 Day Fix. It had your formula in there. It was one formula for that workout, which was specifically geared towards weight loss. You had your food lists, and you got your little containers, and that was it. There was like 5 or 6 recipes in the back of the book, and it was just very basic. Well, over the last 5 years, there has been a lot of new content created. There's been 2 cookbooks, a cooking show, well over 300 different recipes now that go with the container system, different ways of using the containers depending on what your goal is. So Ultimate Portion Fix is going much deeper into the why and the how of how the container system works. So I like to say that if 21 Day Fix was the 100-foot dive into how the container system works, Ultimate Portion Fix is the 1,000-foot dive. And this is really important because for so many people, it comes easy for me to say, here's what you do. You fill these containers this many times a day. You follow the plan, you're going to get great results. And that works. That works for hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. Obviously, we've seen that work over the years. But for other people, they need a deeper understanding. They need to know the why, why it works. That's what drives them. That's what keeps them going on a hard day. So again, when the containers launched with 21 Day Fix, it was a little bit more of this monkey say, monkey do, right? Autumn said, fill the containers this many times. That's what I do. No questions asked. But over the years, we started to ask questions. So this is really, like I said, the deeper dive into how the program works. So I want to give you a little bit of an overview of what you can expect in the home program. There are 6 different modules. There's, I believe, 36 different videos and almost 6 hours of content in the home program, okay? So module 1 is the introduction to the containers. So what they are, how they came about. We're also talking about in module 1 the 3 principles that the container system is based on. So these 3 principles have always been there. They are the science behind the container system, but we've only ever really talked about one of them, which is portion control. Okay, so in module 1, I'm going into what the other two principles are. And no, I'm not going to tell you what they are right here because that's the whole point of getting the program and learning module 1. So we're going to talk about the 3 different principles of the program. We're going to take a really deep dive into food addiction, sugar addiction, and emotional eating. These are 3 really, really, really important topics, and here's why. Weight loss can be fairly easy in terms of here's the containers, fill them up, and follow them, okay? And if you do that, you'll lose weight. But if we don't address the deeper rooted issue, the emotional eating and the food addiction, and explain what it is and why it happens and how you can break the cycle, you'll always be stuck in the cycle. You'll always be stuck on the yo-yo of the up and the down and the gain weight and the lose weight. And yes, I can lock it in for this certain period of time, but then life gets hard, life gets busy, life gets stressful, and the emotional eating kicks back in and the food addiction kicks back in. And if you don't know where the hidden sugars are in your food, then how do you know to avoid them? So many people are trying so hard to make healthy choices. And you really are. You're doing your best. You're out there and you're looking at the food labels and you're reading them, and it says, high in fiber and great source of calcium, and has all these food claims on them, health claims on them. And you don't think to turn the package to the side and see how much sugar is in there. So we're looking at all of that. I'm explaining all of it to you and why it's so important to break this addiction. So that's also part of Module 1. The other thing we're going to talk about in Module 1 is, I just lost my train of thought. We're going to talk about finding your why. Finding your deep reason why. Also very important to being successful with the program. It has to be something more than I want to lose weight because, or I want to lose weight so I look good in my bathing suit. That's all fantastic, right? That's a goal. I want to look good in my bathing suit is a goal. It's not your deep reason why. We have to go so many more layers deeper than that. Because again, there's going to be hard days. There's going to be days where your boss yells at you at work, you get in a fight with your significant others, something goes wrong, and you're going to want to throw caution to the wind and just give in and go, get the drive-through, reach for the bottle of wine and have a couple too many glasses. And the deeper reason why is going to be what hopefully stops you from going back to those old habits. Okay, so that's Module 1. And then in Module 2, we get into the 3 different paths of how you can use Ultimate Portion Fix. So there are 3 different paths that you can follow based on where you're at in your fitness and your nutrition journey, what your goals are, long-term. We're going to also talk about different nutritional theories and how the container does or does not work with different nutritional theories. So I'm asked a lot about, obviously, the keto diet right now or intermittent fasting. Those are 2 sort of popular, I'm going to call them trends right now. So I do address them in Module 2. We also talk about being vegan or vegetarian or paleo and following Ultimate Portion Fix. The vegan plan has been around for the last 4.5 years, but I've never gone in deep with you guys and explained exactly how the vegan program works, how it's similar to the regular program and how it's different, how the food lists differ, the fact that you're going to get more of certain containers and less of other containers on the vegan plan. I've never fully deep dive into what do you do if you're vegetarian? Which plan do you follow? Do you follow vegan or do you follow the regular? So I'm covering all of that as well when we talk about being vegan or vegetarian or being paleo and all those other things in Module 2. And then we get into Module 3. And Module 3 is what I like to say is the meat and the potatoes of the container system and how they actually work. So for a lot of people, if you have used the container system in the past, some of this information will be a little bit of repeat information, but I have gone deeper, giving you more knowledge. Knowledge is power. The more knowledge you have about these containers, the more precise, the more accurate you can be when using them, and the better results you're going to get and the longer lasting results that you're going to get. So in Module 3, we're talking about the formula that you use to determine which calorie bracket you end up in. So obviously the containers have always been paired up over the years with a fitness program of mine. So you know exactly what your formula is for that fitness program. But the beauty of this is now you can use the container system no matter what type of fitness activity you're doing, or if you're not exercising at all, because some people might not be able to exercise, they might not be ready to exercise. So this is going to give you different formulas that you can use no matter what the activity level is that you're doing. And that, like I said, just allows the program to help and reach that many more people. While I would love for everybody to do a Beachbody program, not everybody does a Beachbody program. Some people are marathon runners, some people are triathletes, some people like CrossFit, some people like cycling. So now those people are able to use this more accurately as well. Not that they couldn't use it before, but the fact that there is very specific formulas is going to allow them to use that as well. So we're going to talk about the different formulas. We're going to take a deep dive into both of the food lists for the regular plan and the vegan plan. We're going to go over how the food lists work, how they work in a hierarchy, why you see certain things under multiple containers, be it a green and a purple. We're just going to cover everything in the food lists. We're going to talk about freebies and substitutions. When 21 Day Fix launched 5 years ago, there was a little section in the back of the guidebook that had a couple of different dessert recipes, a couple of cookie recipes, and then there was like this short little section on freebies/substitutions. So everything was categorized. If it was a substitution, it all fell under the category of a yellow. So your wine was a yellow, and your chocolate covered almonds were a yellow, and your cookies were a yellow, and the list wasn't very long. Well, over the years, again, you guys have all asked so many questions, and we have containerized so many different things, and we've come up with hundreds of different recipes that I wanted the substitutions to be significantly more accurate. You know, if you're going to eat chocolate covered almonds, we can't just call them a yellow because you're eating almonds. So we got to give them a blue count and a yellow or a half of a yellow, depending on how many you're eating. So we're going to cover all that. We're going to cover all the different substitutions. We're going to cover wine, hard alcohol, light beer, where all of those fall. We're going to cover things like maple syrup and honey and herbs and seasonings, how to flavor up your water to make it a little more interesting. We're going to cover all of that in Module 3. So like I said, Module 3 is really the meat and potatoes of how to use the containers. Now, if you're brand new to this, if you haven't done 21 Day Fix or one of my other programs, have not used the color-coded containers before, I have to say it's very important that you go through modules 1 through 3 of Ultimate Portion Fix before you start implementing using the containers. That's because there is a lot of information, and I want you to learn it so that it doesn't feel overwhelming. The container system, while we are going much more in depth, it's still just as easy to use. It's still just as basic to use. I'm just giving you more knowledge, more information, more power to use them. But don't let that overwhelm you. But if you're, like I said, if you're new to the container system, then you want to go through modules 1 through 3 before you dive into actually using them. If you've been using them for a while, you can keep using them while you learn the materials, while you go through the videos. Okay, then we move on to Module 4. So in Module 4, we're going to cover tackling the grocery store. That's really important. We're going to talk about covering the perimeter. We're going to talk about covering the aisles, what to look for, what to avoid, how to read your food labels, the difference between organic, locally grown, just all the different things that you're looking for or looking to avoid when you're in the grocery store. We're also going to cover meal planning and meal prepping. And these two things are really important. I know, okay, first of all, let me talk about meal planning. So meal planning is different than meal prepping. Meal planning is where you decide what your meals are going to be either for the day or for the week, depending on how you want to do it. Me, I decide meal by meal as I go through the day. I don't know what I want to eat on Friday, on Sunday when I'm meal prepping. But I do have a rough idea of the things that I like to keep on hand. So with meal planning, we're going to talk about meal planning for beginners and meal planning advanced. So for beginners, that is more of the like, you're new to the container system, you're going to look at the food list, you're going to pick items off the food list, like, okay, I got a red, a yellow, and a green. So I'm going to have some chicken, I'm going to have a salad, and I'm going to have rice, okay? That would be like, here's these 3 containers, here's what I'm pulling from the food list. And how do I mark my containers off and know what I have left for the rest of my meals? And then how do I do it again? And where you keep making meals and you don't end up with a blue and an orange at the end of the day, which does not make a meal for all of us who have done that before. Okay, and then we go into meal planning for advanced. So like I said, we have all of the Fix8 books, the 2 cookbooks and the cooking show. Lots of recipes. While some of the recipes are really basic and they have 1 container count or maybe 1 or 2 container counts, some of them are a lot more advanced, like our chicken enchiladas. They basically have every container in there. Some of them are half containers. So let's say you're going to have Fix8 chicken enchiladas for dinner. You need to start off by knowing what those containers are that you need to save for dinner, and then working backwards from your day to decide what the rest of your meals are. So I dive into all of this in Module 4. And then we're going to get into, meal prepping. And meal prepping, while for some people is second nature, for a lot of people, again, very overwhelming. you go on social media and you see social media accounts like Meal Prep Master, and the page looks so cool, and like all the meals are laid out for the whole day and for the whole week, and it seems really overwhelming. And somebody looks at that and they're like, well, I can't do that. That's not for me, that's for them, so I guess I can't do this. And that's not true. Absolutely you can. There's a lot of different ways to meal prep that aren't overwhelming. You have to know what works for you. You have to know what the different styles are. But it is important to meal prep, because I say this all the time. Being prepared isn't half the battle. It is the battle. So you're going to have to do some sort of prep work. It doesn't have to be all 5 meals for every day of the week prepped out, but you're going to have to figure out what works for you. And so I do dive into a couple of different ways that you can meal prep based on what your lifestyle and what works for you and how you like to cook, how that will go for you. Okay, then we're going to move on to Module 5. And Module 5, I'm super duper excited about. This is all brand new content. Nobody's ever seen it before, because Module 5 is all about the container system for the family. So for the first time ever, we have containerized the program for our kids. This is a big deal. For years, you guys have been asking me, how do you use the container with your kids? Now you can actually do that. What I do want to point out right off the bat is it is not a weight loss formula for kids. This is healthy eating for our kids, for their growing bodies, hopefully an active lifestyle, their growing minds that need to learn. That's what this is. It's fueling their bodies for that. So you're going to determine your child's formula based on their gender, male or female, based on an age range, and based on their activity level, be it sedentary, moderately active, or active. Don't worry, I explain all of that very much in detail in the program. But my point being is you're going to actually get to use the container for the kids, okay? There's also a video in Module 5 that I think is so important. It doesn't matter if you have kids or don't have kids. I think it's important for everybody out there. It is called Food for Thought, the Psychology of Food. And in that video, we're talking a lot about what your relationship is with food. You might not even have ever thought about what your relationship is with food, but this goes back to really, it could go back to even your childhood. What was your parents' relationship like with food? How did they interact with food? Because a lot of times that's what we learn and we don't even realize it consciously. It's like in there subconsciously that's how to interact with food. But if your parents were always on a diet, or if your parents, always stood at the counter and eat, never sat down, or if your mom or dad didn't like to cook, you're probably not necessarily a big cook. So what is that relationship that you have with food? What were those learned behaviors, and what do we need to do to maybe adjust to make them a little bit healthier? And then we're also looking at what the conversation is that you have both internally and externally about your body and food. What is that image? Are you the person that stands in the mirror and looks at your body and analyzes every inch of it and, pinches it and wishes this looked different, wishes that looked different? Because not only does that impact you, it impacts your children or the people around you. They see it too. Specifically, I am referencing this in regards to our kids, because just like we learned some of our behaviors from our parents, they're learning from us. So even if you're having the internal dialogue and you're not saying it outwardly, they're still watching, they're still picking up on that. So we want to change that dialogue, if it's negative, to a more positive one. So that's what I'm addressing in that video. I also talk about the different ways you can use the containers with kids depending on their age. Obviously, the way you use them with a 5-year-old is going to be very different than the way you use them with a 15-year-old. So we talk about that as well in Module 5. And then we move on to Module 6. Module 6 is the last module. Module 6 is special ways for special days. So you guys always ask me, well, Autumn, how do I eat out if I'm on the fix and stay on plan? How do I go on vacation or travel? What do I do when it's the holidays or it's my birthday? So I'm covering all of that in Module 6, which is just basically how to take on all of these different special days and not go off plan. And you can absolutely do it, and you can absolutely do it and still enjoy yourself. I've been following this way of eating for, 7, 8 years now. I've traveled all the time. I've gone on vacations. I've had birthdays. The holidays have come and gone. I don't ever feel deprived. I always feel like I get to enjoy it, and I don't ever feel like I've gotten significantly off track. So I'm teaching you guys all of that as well. There are also a couple of bonus videos in the home program. There is a video all about the Beachbody supplements, the performance line, so Shakeology, Daily Sunshine, the beach bars, And yeah, the performance line. We're going to cover all of that and how they work with the container system. There is a video specifically for my pregnant mommies and my breastfeeding mommies on how they can use the program as long as their doctor has cleared them. There's also a video I like to call Break in Case of Emergency. So you're going to start the program, you're going to be going through it, and at a certain point, you're going to feel stuck. It's bound to happen. So that's when you turn to the Break in Case of Emergency video, and that's where I am there supporting you, telling you, like, here are all the different things that you might be experiencing. Here's all the different reasons why you might be experiencing that. And here's how you fix it to kick it back into gear. So don't be afraid to use that as well. Now, with the home program, you're going to get access to all of the videos. You're also going to get the Ultimate Portion Fix workbook. So the workbook is designed for you to use as you go through the videos. For every video, there is a chapter in the workbook. If I reference a worksheet in the video, it's in the workbook. So I'll give you, let's see, let's go to a quick example. Where is it? Hold on, I'm looking for a good example just to show you guys. Okay, like setting, finding your why, okay? So I go all through this in the video, but then your worksheet is in here. Or setting your short-term goals. I explain all about why it's important and how to do it, and then the worksheet is in here. There's a place for you to be able to take notes as you go through the video, so if there's anything super important you want to remember, you can write it. So the workbook is meant to be used as you go through the videos. Okay, then there is the Ultimate Portion Fix Daily Logbook. So this is designed for you to use on a daily basis once you start implementing what you're learning. So once you start using the containers. Ultimate Portion Fix technically has 2 start dates. So it has the day you start watching your videos and learning, which is when you use the logbook. And then it has the day you start implementing what you're learning, which is when you use the daily logbook. So workbook, logbook. So in the logbook, you're going to be able to track things like your meals. I'm trying to make sure the light, okay. So you're gonna be able to track your meals, you're gonna track your Shakeology and your water intake, but you're also gonna do a little bit of morning mindfulness. So you're gonna set a goal or an intention for the day. You're gonna rate your sleep, your mood, and your energy. You're gonna track your workout if you're doing it. Did you get it in? Did you feel stronger? What was your energy like? Did you make more progress with it? You're going to rate your attitude about your body, your nutrition, and your energy. Attitude is really important to all of this, okay? And then you're going to have evening reflections where you just reflect on how the day went. What went well? What maybe needs a little bit more work? Was there something that you learned? And then once again, you're going to rate at the end of the day, what was your energy like for the day? What was your mood like for the day? What was your digestion like for the day? What were your bowel movements like for the day? We have to cover all that. I know that might sound funny. But if you're not going to the bathroom regularly, your body is holding waste, that's going to make that number on the scale not move. And then you're going to get frustrated about it. We need to know if you're hydrated and drinking enough water because your body is more than 70% water. If you're not well hydrated, your cells, your body cannot function at an optimum level. If you're not sleeping properly, sleep is when all the magic happens, when your body repairs and recovers from the day. It's where you get energy for the next day. If you don't get enough sleep, you're going to wake up tired. Then the sugar cravings are going to kick in because your body is looking for a readily available energy source, and that's sugar. So all of these things are really important, which is why we're tracking them, because you might think it's odd. Why are we tracking sleep? Why are we tracking mood? Why are we tracking water and bowel movements? Health, wellness, weight loss, maintaining a healthy weight, it's no longer just this old way of thinking of calories in and calories out, right? Eat less, burn more, and you'll lose weight or you'll maintain the weight you're at. It's not. So many more things come into play, and we have to take this whole view, this wellness view, holistic view of your entire body, because everything is connected. The sleep is connected to the energy, and the energy is connected to the mood, and the mood is connected to if you emotional eat or not, and what you put in your body determines whether or not your body just holds it or if it can actually flush it through because you have enough fiber. So we need to look at all of these things. So you're going to get the workbook, you're going to get the logbook. You're also going to get 75 healthy lunch ideas for kids. Can we see that? That is a PDF, or it's an ebook PDF that I did about 2 years ago. and I have since passed it off to Beachbody. So there are 75 healthy lunch ideas in there. You guys, if you're a parent, packing lunches is literally like the vein of your existence. At least it is for me. It's like the thing I dread doing. Because kids can be difficult, right? And they like the same 4 things, and then they get bored of the same 4 things, and you pack the lunch, and the lunchbox comes home still filled with food, and you're frustrated that they didn't eat. So I took the time, and I really thought about like all these different lunch ideas that kids would actually eat, really enjoy. So that when you pack their lunch and send them to school, you know they're eating healthy, they're eating nutritious, they're eating foods that they really like. You're the hero because, yay, mom packed me food I liked. You're not wasting food and you're not wasting money. So you're going to get 75 healthy lunch ideas for kids as well. You'll get containers with it. And if you buy in the month of March, you're going to get access to the live filming in real time of Fix and Fix Extreme, but I'll go into that into a little bit. Oh, I'm missing something. Okay, so home program. You get the videos, the workbook, the logbook, 75 healthy lunch ideas for kids. You get Fixate Volume 2, the new cookbook. Come on, who's excited about that? 102 new recipes in there, vegan, vegetarian, paleo, 80-day obsession, approved recipes, lots and lots of things in there as well. So workbook, logbook, 75 healthy lunch ideas for kids, cookbook, videos. I think I went through everything for the home program. Okay, so that is the home program, you guys. So if you're not a Beachbody coach, I'm about to talk about the certification. That doesn't mean you have to log off. Maybe you're interested in learning more about nutrition. Maybe you're interested in becoming certified, taking a deeper dive into the program. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about Ultimate Portion Fix certification. So Ultimate Portion Fix certification goes hand in hand with the home program. You don't have to purchase them at the same time, but you do have to have purchased the home program to be able to purchase the certification. And the reason for this is that I designed them, like I said, to go hand in hand. So when you're going through certification, what you're actually going to do is you're going to watch home program video 1, certification video 1. You're going to watch home program video 2, certification video number 2. And the reason for this is that if you're a coach, you're becoming a master coach, the goal is obviously to be able to help more challengers and guide them through the program. I need you to see and hear and learn exactly what they're seeing, hearing, and learning. So I'm being attacked by a gnat. So you watch the home program videos first, see, hear, and learn exactly what they are. Then you come over to the certification videos. And in that video, I'm speaking to you, the coach, and I'm saying, okay, your challenger just learned A, B, and C. Here's the questions they might have. Here's where they might get stuck. Here's how you answer those questions, and here's how you help them if they do get stuck. So it's really important that you're going through the home program and the cert at the same time, because what I'm saying in the cert immediately plays off of what you just heard in the home program. In addition to, and you'll get all the home program materials if you buy them together. In addition to the workbook and that sort of thing, with the certification, there's extra worksheets that are PDFs that I'm giving to you, the master coach, to be able to help a challenger that much more if they get stuck. It's bound to happen. At a certain point, they have the workbook, they have the logbook, they have all the videos. Something is still going to come up and they're going to feel a little bit stuck. They're going to hit a wall, a roadblock, and they're going to need to go deeper into themselves. And you're going to have the tools to be able to help them do that if that should come up. So let's say they're struggling with their deep reason why. There's the Clarity and Actions worksheet that I have, and it's 22 questions long. You can use it for yourself, obviously, but it's meant to be used if a challenger gets stuck, where they can first answer the clarity questions to get clarity about where are they at specifically right now in this journey. What do they need more of? What do they need less of? Deeper thoughts about where exactly they are at. Then they're going to go over to the action questions, and there's 11 action questions about what actions can they take immediately right now to start breaking whatever they need to break the cycle of and implementing new, better behaviors. So how do they get more activity in? Do they need to set boundaries with certain people in their lives? Things like that. So you have that tool to be able to give to them if they need it. I put them in PDF form for a specific reason. They're not in a hard workbook form like this because they are meant for you, the coach, to be able to give to a challenger as you see fit. So in PDF form, you can download them. You can upload them into your challenge group. You can email them. You can text them, whatever you need to do. But I wanted it to be a really easy tool that you could hand out. So you're getting a lot of other worksheets, PDFs, like I said, that allow you to help people that much more. So you're going to get the cert videos. You're going to get your PDFs. Then there's two other components to the certification program that I'm super excited about that I think are really going to be beneficial to people. There is the social media guide, okay? So lots of coaches out there, they get it, they love social media, they're on it all the time, they have no problem inviting to this amazing opportunity we have to put up a post that says, hey, I'm running an Ultimate Portion Fix Challenge group. Do you struggle with A, B, and C? Would you like my help? I'm here to help if you want it, so message me, okay? A lot of people have no problem with that. But then there are the other people that are a little bit more shy or aren't on social media as much or just aren't as up to date on social media, and it can be really intimidating. So I've designed a guide for you that literally shows you how to take the information that you're learning in the home program and the certification and turn that into a social media invite so that you can reach out and help people. That's the whole point of becoming a master coach, is to be able to help people through the program. So if we were to use the sugar addiction topic, okay, you just watched the sugar addiction video. I have a whole invite, an Instagram story, slide for slide that I walk you through that says, here's how you create an Instagram story based off of what you just learned about sugar addiction. And I literally walk you through slide by slide. Here's the first picture I used and here's why. You guys, these are not professionally taken photos. These are photos I did in my house because I wanted you to see this is how you do it on your own. This is slide one. This is the messaging on slide one, right? Here's the problem. Here's how I felt about it. Here's the solution. Here's the call to action. And then here's how you follow up on that call to action. I think that's going to be very important for a lot of people to actually be able to reach more people and help them. Okay, then we have the challenge group guide. Now, the home program has a challenge group guide. It always does. But that is written by the business leaders at Beachbody. It's a fantastic guide. However, the certification has a challenge group guide that was written for you by me. I put a lot of time and thought into this. I've obviously run quite a few challenge groups over the years, helped a couple 100,000 people through them. So I learned a thing or two. I also talk to some of the top coaches in the business. I talk to other business experts out there. So I'm taking all that knowledge that I've learned and I've put it into the challenge group guide. So the guide is very detailed. It is everything from what a challenge group is to how to set it up, where you can set it up, be it on Facebook or on the My Challenge Tracker app, how you're going to invite to the challenge group 3 weeks before it starts, 2 weeks before it starts, and 1 week before it starts. And then it has sample posts for the entire 30 days of the challenge group. Actually, it's 5 weeks because there's a prep week in there plus 30 days of posts for actually running the group. So for a lot of people, obviously you're, no problem running a challenge group, done it forever. But for some people, feels very scary, very overwhelming to start it, to feel comfortable and confident coaching people through it. So that's what the challenge group guide is for. And it is important that when you're running a challenge group that you're in there every day, you're supporting, you're answering questions, you're motivating them. And that you're sort of letting the group decide a little bit of how the conversation and the content flows. But let's say you wake up and on day 11, you're a little bit stumped of what to talk about in the group that day. You can look at the challenge group guide. I've given you a sample post for that day. Here's what you have to remember. I have been teaching this program for 5 years. I've been living it for 7 or 8 now, okay? I know to a T when people are going to experience certain things as they go through the program. I know in week 1, they're probably going to go through a detox, a sugar detox or a caffeine detox if they've been eating really crappy. I know that in week 1, a lot of people will drop a bunch of weight, which is fantastic. But I also know that that means in week 2, when somebody steps on the scale, even though I tell you not to weigh yourself all the time, they're going to get on the scale, they're going to see it not move very much in week 2, and they're going to think that something's wrong. They're going to think it's not working, and they're going to wonder if they need to start adjusting, and they're going to panic. So I'm going to give you posts that talk about that. I know that in week 3, people start to get a little bit cocky if they've lost a bunch of weight in week 1 and 2, and they think, I can have a few more treats, I can have a few more cheats, and then it's a slippery slope right back into the old habits. So I give you posts that pertain to that. Like I said, That's what I'm here for. That's why I'm writing this for you. I know what people are going to experience as they go through this, and I want to help teach that to you so that as a master coach, you can go out and help that many more people as well. So with the certification, you're going to get all of the certification videos. You're going to get the PDFs that are downloadable. You're going to get the social media guide, and you're going to get the challenge group guide. Then we're going to move on to the master series, okay? So, sorry, got to drink the hot tea right now. Talking a lot. Okay, master series. The master series is ongoing continuing education. You don't have to be certified to purchase or to belong to the master series, but obviously it's designed for our Beachbody coaches. You do have to be a coach to get in there. Super excited about the master series. There is going to be so much amazing information. We actually just spent the last 2 days filming all of the content for April, which is the first month master series will be available. So the way the master series works is it's $19.95 a month. That is, like I said, that's a monthly fee, and that's separate from certification, okay? Certification, one-time fee. You buy your certification, you take your test. You have to pass it with an 80% or better. You don't have to take the test in any certain amount of time. You can take it as many times as you need to pass. Your certification is good for 2 years, and it will expire in 2 years if you haven't done master series. And I don't have all the exact details on that yet, but certification is good for 2 years. Master series is continuing education, and it will help keep your certification current. So in master series, we have 6 different categories in there, okay? So we have the business category, we have the challenge group guide category, social media, we have fixate recipes that will be new and exclusive in there. We also have expert interviews, and am I missing one? I'll think about it as I explain each category. Okay, so the business category. That is going to be me teaching you how to use Ultimate Portion Fix to grow your business as a Beachbody coach. So that's a big one, okay? I'll be teaching you, Carl Deichler, our CEO, will be teaching you. I'm sure we'll have other people from Beachbody and from the network side like Michael Neiman and Kim Carver talking on there as well. But we'll also be bringing in experts to talk about and to interview for that topic. Once the program launches and we see that coaches are having great success, I'm sure we will have coaches talk about what they're doing to have great success with Ultimate Portion Fix as well. So that'll be the business category. We also have the challenge group guide category. So every month, we're going to give you a different theme that you can use. You don't have to, but you can in terms of running an Ultimate Portion Fix group. Here's the beauty of the program. It's nutrition, but within nutrition, there are a lot of different niche markets and people that we can help. You can be running a group for pregnant moms if you're a pregnant mom. You can be running a group for nursing moms if you're a nursing mom. You can be running a group for athletes. You can be running a group that pertains around taking control of emotional eating. The sky is the limit on the different types of groups that you can run. So every month we're going to give you a theme that you can use, and then I rework the challenge group guide with 30 new posts with suggestions on how to invite to that specific group. So a lot of content in there for running a different type of Ultimate Portion Fix group each month. Then there's the social media category. So in the social media category, a lot of it will be me giving you different ideas of how to invite to your challenge group, or how to share what you're learning, or how to share the success of the people in your challenge group. So it'll be different sample posts of Instagram feed, Instagram stories, Instagram TV, Facebook. If a new platform becomes available, we'll be teaching you how to use that new platform to talk about Ultimate Portion Fix and invite to your challenge groups. So that's what the social media category will be about. Every month, 5 new Fixate recipes get added to the Master Series, and they are actually exclusive to the Master Series for 3 months before they go into the Fixate library. So they will always make it over to the Fixate library, but from now on, or for at least for the next year, Master Series will get populated first, and then they'll make their way over to the Fixate Cooking Show on Beachbody On Demand. So if you want immediate access to those new recipes, the brand new ones that go up, they're going to be in Master Series first. Then we also have a category that I'm so excited about. It is our expert category, our interview with experts. So every month bringing in a different expert in different categories. It could be in nutrition, it could be in exercise science, it could be in personal development, it can be in business. So different categories, and I will be interviewing them, and we'll be talking about whatever their expertise is and how it can help pertain to Ultimate Portion Fix, to people having more success with Ultimate Portion Fix or growing their business with Ultimate Portion Fix. Really excited to announce who our very first guest is. I got to interview her yesterday. She is sweetheart. I love her book. Her name is Nick Pigeon. Her book is, hold on, I'm actually going to grab it. I want to show you guys something really quick. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Stay there, stay there, stay there. Okay. Her book is Now Is Your Chance, and it is a 30-day guide to living your happiest life using positive psychology. And she was even so sweet as to autograph it for me. So I have 3 copies that I will raffle off. So stay tuned for details. I'm not giving those details tonight, but I'll probably post those tomorrow. But Nick is the first person she's my first expert. It was so great talking with her. Such amazing information, such a powerful story. So you guys aren't going to want to miss that expert interview either. So that's how Master Series is going to work. Okay? Different categories. Every single month they get updated. Lots of awesome information. Okay. Last but not least, we have the refilming of 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme live and in real time. So first of all, that starts April 1st. Starting April 1st, I will be filming 21 Day Fix live and in real time. So it is still 30 minutes. There is still a modifier, and it is still based off of the original workouts of the program. But much like 80 Day Obsession, if you did that workout program, we are filming the workouts every single day. So this is going to allow me to make little tweaks to the program week to week, to now make it a little more fun if you've been doing it for a while, to progress it just a little bit to give you even better results. So week 1 will be very similar to what the original 21 Day Fix is, but in week 2, I'm going to dial it up just a tiny little bit. It's going to be different than 80 Day Obsession. In 80 Day Obsession, week to week, I changed the rep patterns and the amount of weight that you're using. In 21 Day Fix, I'm changing the movement slightly from week to week to just make it a little bit more challenging, to just push you outside of that comfort zone a little bit. So 21 Day Fix will film from April 1st through April 21st. Then we're going to take a week off from filming, and we'll pick back up on April 29th when we start filming Fix Extreme. And Fix Extreme will film April 29th through May 19th. And with Fix Extreme, it'll be the same thing, progressive. But what I love about this also is that it's allowing me to bridge the gap between the two programs a little bit. I actually think 21 Day Fix Extreme is probably the hardest program I've put out ever in its own way. I know 80 Day Obsession is hard. It's hour-long workouts, but Fix Extreme is hard in its own intense cardio, weight training, very little rest time type of way. So by having this now filmed in real time and being able to progress 21 Day Fix a little bit week to week, I'm bridging that gap. And then with Fix Extreme, week 1, I'm just dialing it back a hair in week 1, and then we'll bring it back up again in weeks 2 and 3. So like I said, just bridging the gap between the two programs. The cast is going to remain the same from 21 Day Fix all the way through Fix Extreme. It is a new cast. I'm super excited for you guys to meet who the cast is. Some amazing people that I think will be so motivating, so fun for you guys to get to know, get to wake up to, and get to go on a journey with. Now, here's how this is going to work. The only way you get access to the live filming of Fix and Fix Extreme in real time is to purchase Ultimate Portion Fix in the month of March. So Ultimate Portion Fix is going to go on sale March 4th to anybody that's a Beachbody coach, and it's going to go on sale March 18th to the general public. Okay, so you have to buy in March to get access to the real time or to the live filming of it. If you don't purchase it, there's no early access for Fix and Fix Extreme. The early access is through purchasing Ultimate Portion Fix. Otherwise, they will go into the BOD member library on May 31st. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. May 31st. Okay? So they'll go into the BOD library on May 31st. So you'll have to wait about a month and a half well, 2 months. You'll have to wait 2 months to get access to them if you don't purchase Ultimate Portion Fix. But purchasing Ultimate Portion Fix will get you access to them immediately. No, the new workouts will not be going on DVD. They will only be going on Beachbody On Demand. You will be able to access the Ultimate Portion Fix home program and the cert through the Beachbody On Demand site. If you're not a Beachbody On Demand member, you will access them through the Nutrition Plus app. So you'll have that ability as well. The workouts will be under the Nutrition Plus app as well if you purchase in the month of March and you're not a Beachbody On Demand member, so you will still have access to that. What else am I missing? I think that about covers it. Oh, coach test groups. Okay. For anybody that's a Beachbody coach, I will have 2 different coach test groups that I'm running. One will be for the certification and one will be for the home program / 21-day fix / fix extreme workouts. Okay. So for anybody that is taking the certification seriously, that is getting it right out of the gate, not that you're not taking it seriously if you buy it later, but that's buying it right now, that's ready to grow their business, that's ready to take their education and their knowledge to the next level. The certification group is going to start basically right away. So program goes on sale March 4th. March 4th, I'm going to open that group up, do my first post. As you guys know, it's going to take a couple of days to get you added in. So the earlier you buy, the sooner you get added into the group. We had debated back and forth starting the group on March 4th or March 11th, giving people a chance to buy. But the reason I decided to start it immediately day 1 of people being able to purchase the program is that you immediately get access to the program. And I know people aren't going to want to wait a week to start watching their videos and learning their material. And I didn't want to jump into the coach test group a week after people had been learning everything. I wanted to be there and be available to you immediately. So I will be in there as of March 4th. People will start getting added as of March 5th, and that's when we will start. And I'm going to pace you guys out. If you want to jump ahead, you can. But I'm going to basically be keeping the group on, I think, like a 2.5 to 3 week schedule of completing the certification. And that way, you're learning the certification. If you have any questions about it, I'm right there to answer it. But as you go through the certification, you're learning, you're inviting to your challenge group right away. So you've got that first challenge group ready to go April 1st when we start the filming of 21-day fix. Boom, you've invited, you've learned it, you're certified, you're done, you're good to go. Then there will also be the coach test group for the home program, because obviously there's plenty of people that aren't going to get certified, but that I still want to be able to coach through the home program and through 21-day fix and fix extreme. So we will have that group as well. And off the top of my head, I do not remember the date that group is going to start. I apologize. We sort of bounced around on some dates on that as well. But all of those dates will be coming out over the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. But that's how the coach test groups are going to work. You guys, I'm not going to go over pricing on the program because there are, I think, 6 different packages. So it depends on the package, depends on if you're a coach or not. But all of that information will be starting to come out over the next couple of days, because Monday, March 4th, the program is available to Beachbody coaches. Like I said, March 18th, it goes on sale to the general public. I think that about covers everything for what to expect for Ultimate Portion Fix, the home program, the certification, the ongoing Education of Master series, and the real-time filming of Fix and Fix Extreme. So I'm going to just take a minute. If you guys have questions, you can go ahead and start typing them now. Yes, pricing was covered in the Champions page for anybody that is a Beachbody coach, and there is a PDF that is available. I'm just watching them pop up on my screen, so I'm going to see one. I'm just waiting for you guys to type questions. It's giving me one at a time. Let me see if there's a way. Will the workouts be available after 9 a.m. forever each day? Yes. They'll stay up there for anybody that's purchased. I do believe we're going to film around 9 a.m. Probably 9 a.m. Pacific time. So I know that's noon, obviously East Coast, so not everybody will be able to do it right away at 9 a.m. But yes, they will stay up. Are the containers a new size? No. Containers are still the same sizes. Take a few more questions here. Will the workouts be 30 minutes? Yes, they will. When will we be able to purchase the cooler backpack separately? That is a great question, and I don't have a set answer. I I don't know. I don't know, but I'll find out. I apologize. You guys, I took 4 days off to have a little bit of downtime before all this started, and that was probably not the wisest of choices. Will I have a group for non-coaches? Eventually, yes, but I'm working on those details with Beachbody and trying to decide when, because having 3 groups going while filming is a lot, and I want to make sure that I'm giving my full attention to everybody. So I will, but I don't know when yet. What if you miss a workout during the live filming? That's okay. It'll be up, so you just do it next time, or you can double up. Will the old 21-day fix still be available? Yes, it will. Somebody said, how about a workout with kids? We have some, you guys. We've got Tony Horton's got a workout up there. Sean T's got a workout up there. I don't have anything planned right now for a workout for kids. But I will say this again. I find it rare that a kid wants to go in front of the TV and do a workout, which is funny because they want to do everything else in front of the TV, right? They want to watch the TV and the movies and the YouTube and the Fortnite and play the games, but they don't want to do the workout. They want to go outside. They want to be kids. They want to go run around. They want to play. So I definitely encourage you to get them moving, and we talk about this even in the home program, but as of right now, I don't have anything planned for kids workouts, but never know what the future holds. What workout can we do during the gap week? You guys can do whatever you would like. You can repeat a week from 21-day fix. You can start doing fix extreme workouts if you would like. You could bounce over to a little obsessed or a little more obsessed. If you feel like you need a week of stretching and lengthening, you could do something from 3-week yoga retreat. So there's lots of options. I would say probably repeat one of the weeks of 21-day fix or do a little more obsessed from 80-day obsession workouts. Okay, let me see. What else do we have? Any more questions? I just saw one pop up and it went away, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to read it before. Okay, do we get one new set of containers when we purchase Ultimate Portion Fix? Yes. Depending again on the package that you buy, but yes. Is there going to be a section part that covers what to do if you're hungry after eating all of your allotted containers? Also, does the home program come with the lunch kit? Yes, and yes, there is a section that covers that, what to do if you're still hungry. Depending on the package, the pack that you buy will depend on if you get the lunchbox or not, because there is a lunchbox that I created to go with Ultimate Portion Fix as well. Makes taking your meals with you easier. So yes, you can absolutely purchase, have that included in your pack with the home program. What type of equipment will be needed for the version of 21-day fix? It's still going to be dumbbells mostly, you guys. In Fix Extreme, we obviously use the long resistance band. That's always been a part of Fix Extreme. We are adding the mini loops into Pilates, and that might carry over as well. But if you don't have the mini loops, it's not the end of the world, but the loops will be added in there. So if you don't have them and you want to get them, now would be a great time to order them so that you're all set and ready to go. But we will have them in there. Is the basic kit same as the home kit? I think so. I think we're saying the same thing. For the kids, will I be able to adjust it to help my daughter gain weight? So what I recommend for your kids, you guys, first of all, is to always talk to your kid's pediatrician or to a licensed registered nutritionist or dietitian. We're always going to recommend that to be safe. If you feel like your child is underweight or overweight, it's very important to talk to, again, their pediatrician or a registered dietitian and say to them, how many calories should my child be eating? And then let them tell you that, and then bring that number over to the program and find that bracket on the charts and then use it. But this is a healthy eating formula for kids. So if it's about gaining weight or losing weight for kids, then I want you to talk to their pediatrician or a registered dietitian or nutritionist. Are the container counts changing? No. The program is what is. So in terms of the container sizes and the number you get. Are all the recipes from the cookbook going to be on Fixate as well? Not right now, not from the new cookbook. They won't go on They might go on Fix 8 in the future, but we didn't put the recipes from Fix 8 Volume 1 on the cooking show until 2 years after the cookbook had launched. We obviously want people to purchase the cookbook and use the cookbook, so eventually I'm sure we will put them into the cooking show, but as of right now, they won't be going on there because we're just now launching the book. Okay. Will I cover time nutrition? Yes. I'm going to take one more question and then I'm going to wrap it up for the night. 21 different workouts. Is it time nutrition? There is 21 different workouts. I think I just changed the camera view on you guys. Oops. There are technically 21 oh, sorry. I got to stop tapping the screen. 21 different workouts. You guys, you'll get to choose what type of nutrition plan you're following, and that'll all be explained in the program. Okay, there it is. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so excited to be finally bringing you Ultimate Portion Fix, the new, more in-depth program. I'm so excited for the refilming of 21 Day Fix and Fix Extreme in real time. So I hope you guys all join me for that. Have an amazing night, and I will talk to you guys all soon. Bye.